don't stop, real hip-hop. McCoy Price.
What I do know is I'm gon' get it.
Yeah.
What I don't know is who done with it. Keep on hustling.
That's right.
I'ma keep on hustling.
That's right.
What I do know is I'm gon' get it.
Yeah.
What I don't know is who done with it. Keep on hustling.
That's right.
I'ma keep on hustling.
That's right.
Yeah, yo, chop the profit, don't miss a flurry. I want the power and I want it all in a hurry. Growing up poor, man, make your vision blurry. If you took the wrong road, it was necessary. And I don't wanna go broke another year again.
Music is a universal language. Music gives me sanity. Hip-hop is my way of life.
Yo, it's your boy Kyrie. Too crazy for motherfucking people. I was just over there smacking that girl's ass. I was getting it in. Snatching the booty up. Backstage, GME, 100% all day. Rip that gang. McCoy Price, Kyrie, Money Man. Yeah, baby. Get up. I'm just fucking crazy.
I always wanted to be a superstar, and it all started back when I was just a kid in the late 90s, growing up in Manton Heights Projects in Providence, Rhode Island. I was introduced to hip-hop, rap, through my cousin Trevor, my big cousin. Him and my father used to always be hanging out together when I was just a kid, probably like 5 years old. And my father would pick me up, and while they was hanging out, Trevor used to be rapping in the front seat. And I remember always asking him, say it again, do another one, do another one. And he was spitting raps. That's my earliest memory of rap.
What do you think about the session? I think that session was hot, yo. For real. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Around the year 2000, my Uncle Chito introduced us to his childhood friend, Richard Sastry, also known as Magic Love, who was a music manager and at the time had discovered Ryan Leslie and was working with him. After hearing our rhymes, he encouraged us to start a rap group. So the three of us, me, my cousin Money, and my boy Black, we formed our first rap group, which also included my friend Aaron and my friend Marvin. And the rap group's name was Godsons. We then recorded our first CD for the group Godsons, and we did it on a compact computer that my grandmother had bought for me. And I was so lucky and so honored that she would do that for me. Eventually, the five of us wasn't meshing very well, nothing personal, but we broke the group down, and it became three of us. And we went through different group names. At one point, we called ourselves 3 Deep, and then eventually, we came up with the name 100%, and that name will stick with us for years.
100% control the spot. Them hot boys, yeah, we holding knots. My crew get dough. Get squad on the mission, trying to get that dough. Nothing competition, them boys got flow. Hot boy fire, no one retire. We keep going higher. My crew get dough. Get squad on the mission, trying to get that dough. Nothing competition, them boys got.
These are honking horns. This is the jungle. Don't ever go past the exit because you'll be paying $13. And people complain about paying $2 in Newport Bridge.
For real, man.
Come to New York. Or $5, whatever it is. I think it's $5.
As much as we argued throughout the years as manager and artist, I always have to show gratitude to Magic for showing us the ins and outs of the industry and for introducing us to the music industry and bringing us around talent like Ryan Leslie, Cassie, Latif, G-Dep, and a whole list of names that were successful when we was coming up. I always got to show love and appreciate that, you know, he took the time to really try to get the group thing to work, you know?
Yeah, we up in the studio right now, you know what I'm saying? This is how we do things. Got your boy Money right there.
That's right, Magic
Got your
Love
boy
1,
Magic
baby.
Love, you know what I'm
MLO,
saying?
MLO.
We doing big
Track
things.
Addicts doing it big. You be 100%. Get it right. My little nigga Chelito right here.
Boy, Money,
You know
straight
what I'm
up.
saying? Boy,
You know what
Money
I'm saying?
right
Got
there.
your boy Vance on the Pro Tools. Holla out the camera, Vance.
He just too busy. You know that's how the Track Addicts do. They get down. I'm saying the Pro Tools and focus.
You know what I'm saying? Feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is what we're doing in here. You know what I'm saying? Magic Love, Track Addicts, McCoy, 100%. We're doing big things right now up in the studio. You know what I'm These were the first squad days. Haha. That's when we collaborated with my boy DJ Tech, Suave, Project Heat, Shane Lee, and we put together a group called First Squad. And it was fun. We did shows. We were backstage at Hot Night. We did it all, man. We had fun. We was kids, and I gotta shout out DJ Tech because we didn't work too long together, but for the time that we did work, he helped us out. And along the way, every little bit of help, every experience, every advice is always appreciated. So shout out Tech. First Squad.
Chilling back.
First Squad.
First squad, we up in the house and everything.
First Squad. Yo, state your name. State your name. State your name. State your name. Are you trying to ignore me now? Project Heat. Project Heat.
And here we have the wonderful McCoy backstage chilling with Suave. We got the beautiful Project Heat from the head to the feet. Oh yes. And we got your boy here chilling, DJ Tech, producer of the year. We just backstage chilling, wilding out, acting the fool. This is your main man here, Suave. You ain't gotta say much. I'm just my own person.
So Swag, what we gonna do after this?
Yo, after this, we got a show.
We gonna party.
We got a show.
We gonna party.
November 9th. It's called Bringing in the Funk. Y'all gotta holler at us. We're doing big things. We're doing crazy things. First Squad Tech Entertainment. Boy, Money.
That's your boy Money. Suave any point.
You got my number still?
Let's be at that show. November 9th.
Yeah, First Squad.
Have a good night.
Y'all be easy, huh?
Sometimes when you dream, that dream doesn't always come out the way you thought it would be. You know, I had big dreams when I was young in the group that we would blow up one day as young boys and, you know, tour the world. And as men, that could still happen, but, you know, the dreams we had when we was kids still living in the projects, they didn't turn out exactly how we wanted them to turn out. But it was okay. I remember the last trip that we went on as a group. We went down to Brooklyn to work with a producer who we had met at Chungking Studios in Manhattan a few months before. And we had some beats, we had some song ideas, and we went out there. And I remember that day, Claire's day, man, because I remember seeing a motorcycle accident on the way up there. God bless whoever that was. But yeah, that was the last time we went to New York, and at that point, I was frustrated as an artist. I was overwhelmed. I didn't feel we was moving at the pace as a group that we needed to move. I was frustrated with my manager, and I could have been wrong. Probably I wasn't patient, but I just was fed up. I was going through a lot mentally, and I remember that night when we left the studio. It was an unsuccessful studio trial. Like it didn't go well. The beats the guy was playing was garbage. It was crazy, and that night I was like, I'm done. I quit rapping. I'm done with the group. And that was the last time we officially traveled together and really did the group thing. I took about 2 years off from pursuing rap. During that time, I started working. I had my kid, Malachi, which was a blessing. And I wasn't doing rap. I was just hanging out, working, you know. And then eventually that inspiration came back to do music again. So I teamed up with two producers by the name of Paul Lowe and Lazarus, who I met through Magic Love. They also were singers. And we started working together. And we also collaborated with my group 100%. But I was doing my solo thing, but still showing love to my guys. And through that experience, me and Paul Lowe developed a relationship, and we began working on my first solo projects. And I got to thank Paul Lowe for putting in that time with me, giving me that studio time and direction, because that began the path of McCoy Price up until this date. And from that time, 2009, until now, I developed a whole lot. I've done so many shows, and now I'm at that point where I'm creating some of the best music I've ever created.
This is HIP, my girl tougher than you niggas like Lay Ali. My wrist talk to your chick like Ben Aki. You in trouble, man. TIP, we shine, yo. Grind mode got the streets hot. Blast this classic like a Reebok. We on top, where you grind at? Shorty wanna touch like an iPod. Niggas know how I'm at. Yeah, fly guy with the raw flow. I stack dough and deliver like the journos. Y'all know I'm loco with my flow. Cause that boy tongue sick like mono. I swear dudes on point like Rondo. A few of us need a deal like Pronto. But we ain't tryna sell out and go pop, yo. We just tryna blow though like a nostril.
I met Lingo through my cousin John Lopez, also known as Lecture, another phenomenal MC from my family of musicians. Through that relationship, I was able to get into a dope studio and record my very first mixtapes. I recorded about 4 mixtapes in that studio, and I also formed a relationship and was able to hop on the Grimo Cypher series. I was on the very first one, and altogether about 4 of them. I gotta also show gratitude once again, because through those relationships, through my family, I was able to be on a platform where I was able to shine and spread my voice to the youth and to my community and my city, Providence. So that was also another relationship that I built through the years that I'm grateful for.
Right there, shit looks clean. Clear?
Yep, it looks clear. She's your face perfect and your watch is shining.
Yeah. I got $1 million on my mind, yeah, yeah. I got $1 million on my mind, yeah, yeah. I got $1 million on my mind. You know that time wait for nobody, so my thoughts they travel heavy though. Oh, I got $1 million on my mind, yeah, yeah. I got $1 million on my mind, yeah, yeah. I got $1 million on my mind. You know that time wait for nobody, so my thoughts they travel heavy though. Tryna find peace, build my palace. Then can the nigga find silence? My thoughts they screaming, can't sleep tight, think about status. When you're trying to change, think about marriage. Then you seem to run into the baddest. Where was you when a nigga was single? My girl, good, I can't be slacking. Thoughts they trapped in. trying to hold me back. We all got baggage, gotta unpack that stress on your back. Ain't good for your life. Look back.
I'm extremely grateful for the time my brother, my boy, my childhood friend, Anthony, spent on this earth. From 2009 to now, he was one of the main people pushing me and motivating me to keep pursuing his dream of being a famous rapper, an entertainer, a musician. He's one of the first people to help me get my equipment for my own studio. And I gotta show gratitude to him in this film and thank him for his consistent dedication to support me at my shows, record a lot of the film that you see in this movie. So thank you, Ant.
I'm giving niggas that raw, no cup, no baking soda. Y'all been telling but listen, vacation over. My jeans like folders, I stuff paper in them. Got the visa for the big meals in my diva. And she 5'2", she like 5'3". My face cute with an ass like Sahari. That dude's sorry, yeah, like the ball game. I'm on a non-stop fight like Raw King. And she lets your boy good, switching full lanes. Finish the next exit, then we get breakfast. Shorty who the freshest, gotta be MPrice. Yeah, right, I swear I'm flying in this place. Dim lights, sitting right on the low road. Some old shit, slippers reading the pro show. No way, you lanes gotta be loco. You ain't nice and things gotta be ghost show. Yeah, came up, flow flamed up. Fresh dude, jail next, see me chained up. Pretty girls never looking at you lame punks. See McCoy and his team, but they say it's on. Damn, look at him. 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 Damn, look at him.
You know, people see me and they ask me questions like, yo, McCoy, are you still rapping? You still putting out music? And I've also been asked questions like, you know, if something big doesn't pop off soon, when will you throw in the towel? And I always tell people, I didn't start rapping in pursuit of fame and fortune. It was something that I started doing for the love of it. You know, my next door neighbor, Ralphie, one day was like, you should get a notebook and just start writing rhymes. And it started off like that. And, you know, down the line, as I formed groups and started doing shows, I realized it was a business and money can be made. So, you know, my answer to them is like, I'm always going to do music. And as far as dreaming, dreams don't have deadlines, man. You can't let the society trick you into thinking that you're too old for anything. You know, I'm currently working now. I've always been working. The grind don't stop. Up in the booth real quick, know what I mean? Turn the light on. Dropping this shit for my nigga Money. Doing this hook and this verse real quick. Everyday grind 24/7. Day in the life of McCoy Price. Let's go, yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, we tryna make it, and we won't stop. Paper chasing, nigga, till we on top. Chasing my dreams, nigga. Tryna get that cream, nigga. Yeah, we tryna make it, and we won't stop. Paper chasing, nigga, till we on top. Chasing my dreams, nigga. Tryna get that cream, nigga. One more time, and that shit'll be ill. Yeah, what else, McCoy Price? We in the studio right now with my boy Kyrie. Got Bert on the drums. Just dropped this new track called Pop Bottles. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. Check out Bert. We just came from clapping inside the booth, yo. Yo, you ain't never seen no shit like that.
We killed it.
We just made our own beat in the booth. Brett was on the drums.
Kyrie McCoy Price.
Too bad we didn't have nobody to record us clapping in there. You're gonna hear it on the track though. Check it out.
Shorty just pop that mo and lock them doors. Just make sure to drop them drones. We rock it, yo. What's up? spaz out. Price finna act out. I'ma lock the game down till the fucking tap out. Had to bring the crack out. Fiends want that raw shit. Drugs for your eardrums. Bass so gorgeous. Flawless victory. Y'all ain't shit to me. Just a bunch of wannabes. Wanna be as ill as me. Raised on them proud blocks where they hustle hard rock. Ask them where they go to school. School of them hard knocks. Nigga, this that grind mode for real. The skills just ain't dope. All the fucking connects, but still you can't blow. Fuck you promoters trying to make money off us. That's that trash rap, past that, get laughed at. MrPriceRI that, pretty brick city raised me. Can't spit a can't picture this nigga lazy. Can't slip a won't give up, gotta be my baby. Niggas isn't what you spitting, you ain't shit, motherfucker. Try reading me, try to figure me out. Tell me what you see in me. That pain, that hustle, that motherfucking swagger, that game I spit. Yo, ho, get bagged up, what? Niggas lonely, so I only got a couple of homies. Bitches only tell me
I remember in this scene right here, I had Ant walking around the studio recording me. He was trying to do our own little homemade video. And he really liked this track, man. When I wrote these verses to this track, he liked it. It was hard. This was a hard track. So this is us in the studio just vibing out, getting shots. Once again, he's on the camera.
Living that mad life, too fast like Daytona. If I take a drag, too. Yo, I'm staring at these niggas on the ass. Think they bad, they just fatherless. No direction, got them on the ass. So then triggers blast with your cash, nigga. Following them older niggas, life passing you fast, nigga. Authentic, something like a new era, fitted cat. And price, who better spit in that? Give me dabs, hate on me. Y'all snake slither, but I keep my eyes wide like I'm surprised, won't slip up. In this world, mine screwed up. Belly of the beast, trying not to get chewed up. Word, niggas phony, so I only got a couple of homies. Bitches want me before they ain't want me. Spaz out, spaz out, spaz out. McCoy finna spaz out. Niggas phony, so I only got a couple of homies. Bitches only tell them so before they ain't want me. Spaz out, spaz out, spaz out. McCoy finna spaz out. My way, projects like a maze, driving circles round the same shit, different day. Got some pip, my nigga just rolling, sitting up in this hallway. Same bitches, these new chicks shorty coming. I don't give a fuck about home. It's fan first, they know me. You a real nigga that show me. Don't tweet that shit, gon' bust your Brody. Glide, drive, top, picture me stepping on this rap. Daydreaming, riding, these times, pushing on. I know you stuck in but they was all good about it. Focus on winning, all these jealous niggas probably doubt it. Got some change on the deal. I hit the stage, they call my name, I'm loving how that feel. I know we still up in this hill, but we gon' get about it. Focus on winning, all these jealous niggas probably doubt it. I'm on my grind, I'm on my grind. And I know that change coming, got that paper on my mind. I'm on my grind, I'm on my grind. And I know that change coming, got that paper on my mind.
I got some haters. I got some
haters. Run it. You ain't stunning. Oh, you snap. Say that like that. What the fuck my day go? Roll it, sitting up in this hallway. Tired of fucking them same bitches, need a new chick shorty comment. I don't give a fuck about homies. It's fan first, they know me. You a real nigga that show me. Don't tweet that shit, gon' bust your Brody. Drive, top, picture me stepping on this rap. Daydreaming, riding back.
Gonna shoot my swag right here. That's how we shoot our swag. Spacely.
One day we gon' get about it. Focused on winning, all these jealous niggas probably doubt it. Got some change on me, shorty, want the deal. I hit the stage and call my name. You're animals. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. And I know that change coming, got that paper on my mind. I'm on my grind. I'm on my grind. And I know that change coming, got that paper on my mind.
I got some haters. I got some haters. I got some haters.
You know, music's something that really runs in my family. My grandfather was a singer. He had his own band back in his days. Unfortunately, my father never got to meet him, but we both hear stories about him all the time, about how amazing his voice was. You know, that's the original Hubie. And me and my brothers, we played instruments growing up. I played the trumpet. And I got a whole list of MCs in my family. So music was something that I felt I was destined to do. It's in the bloodline. And it's not a mistake that I do music.
I really want people to remember me as somebody who came from this small city of Providence, Rhode Island, and just, you know, made it successful and just proved to everybody that dreams can come true as long as you work hard and believe in yourself. That's how I want to be known, man. Just look up McCoy Price, man. Google me, YouTube me, listen to my music, take a chance to really sit down and hear my stuff.
On my latest project, Rich Soul, which dropped this year, 2015, I got a song on there called Oh Lord, which I also shot a video to. And on that song, there's a line that says, if I don't sell a record, I just pray a soul hear me. And I really mean that. If I could touch one person, then I did my job, you know? Of course, I want the glitz and glamour that comes with this too, and I'm working towards that, but I'm just trying to reach my people, man. I'm trying to touch the youth, man, and spread a message through my music. Not always serious. Sometimes I want y'all to have fun when y'all listen to my music as well. But overall, I want to get you that message through the lyrics. That's my goal. Can't nobody tell me nothing. This is what I was built for. This is what I was born to do. True artist to the heart. And you are now watching history in the making.
Mapping out the pieces, praying out to Jesus. Life is a journey, I'm up early like them teachers. They don't want to hear the truth, they blindfold. I can feel they beats when it comes to their rhymes. No, I ain't trying to fit in, I ain't trying to get in this reality, so snap back like you fit it. Cause they behind their iPhone, they behind their iMac. Real life in these streets where young folks is dying at. It's bitter love cause I'm bitter with the game, but still love hip hop. The music in my veins, the pain in my eyes, your soul burns slow. I ain't trying to take that route, I chose my road. Been fly since a youngin', hung with niggas who had bodies, learned from them. Never followed, I'm that wise. Streets tough, you can get wet like you baptized. Don't need stress, they struggle the same and I ask why. Sometimes niggas just don't learn. New year, new me, yeah, it's my turn. Hey yo, the block still bumping, strips still moving, kids still running, and teens still choosing. Don't see much improvements. They sell drugs and they use it. I'm trying to figure where the youth went. Cause they ain't playing ball no more. The pain and agony when pops don't call no more. Yeah, moms can't control them. Block had to show them how to be a man, selling grams on a corner. Get money be the plan, but end up in a can when life ain't glitter and your love turn bitter. Damn, it's bitter love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know the grind don't stop. Real hip hop. McCoy Price.
What I do know is I'm gon' get it.
Yeah.
What I don't know is who down with it. Keep on hustling.
That's right.
I'ma keep on hustling.
That's right.
What I do know is I'm gon' get it.
Yeah.
What I don't know is who down with it. Keep on hustling.
That's right.
I'ma keep on hustling.
That's right.
Yeah, yo, chop the profit, don't miss a flurry. I want the power and I want it all in a hurry. Growing up poor, man, make your vision blurry. If you took the wrong road, it was necessary. And I don't wanna go broke another year again. I'm trying to count carrots like a vegetarian. You ain't with it, boy, beat it. Cause this year we hustling. Thinking all green like a vegan. We all here for a reason, trying to find mine. You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. You can buy sex, but you can't buy love. Some niggas buy their own weight, they use it all love. No squares in my circle. When it comes to that hustle, I'm a geek like Urkel. Cause all I want is money, try and make it out. I'm an opportunist, just show me the route. What I do know is I'm gon' get it. What I don't know is who down with it. Keep on hustling.
That's right.
I'ma keep on hustling.
That's right.
What I do know is